Imagine this scenario: you wake up every morning with an unstoppable urge to sit down and study, a craving for learning and discovery. Sounds impossible, right? You're probably thinking, I hate studying, it's torture. And that is precisely the point. What nobody has told you is this: your brain is hardwired to love learning. The problem is, you've been forcing it to follow methods that are wrong, boring, and exhausting. What if I told you there are study techniques backed by neuroscience that can radically transform how you feel about studying? Ask yourself this: why do some people seem to study less, but achieve more, while others spend hours in front of their books without making any progress? The answer isn't about intelligence. It's about psychological strategies. It's about learning to hack your own brain. In this video, I will reveal how to study without boredom, without procrastination, and most importantly, with genuine internal motivation. Get ready, because what you're about to hear could permanently change your academic life. Secret 1: Emotional anchoring. Link learning with pleasure. Have you ever heard a song and been instantly transported back to a specific memory? That's not a coincidence. It's a powerful brain mechanism called emotional anchoring. And you can absolutely apply this to your studies. When you associate your study material with positive emotions, your brain encodes and retains that information far more effectively. Here's how to do it. Turn your study space into a positive emotional zone. Play an instrumental playlist that helps you focus, the kind you might listen to at the gym. Use an essential oil diffuser with a scent you love, like peppermint or vanilla. Or even have a special snack that you only eat when you are studying. These small rewards create powerful neural connections, transforming studying from a torturous chore into an enjoyable experience. It doesn't require more time, just a little bit of intention. If you're still skeptical, think about how advertisers make us love a brand through emotions, colors, and sounds. If they can make you love a product, you can certainly make your brain love to learn. Secret 2: Shift your internal language from have to choose to. The greatest enemy of learning isn't a lack of intelligence or time. It's the negative self-talk that plays on a loop inside your head. That voice, "Ugh, I have to study again. This is so boring. Nothing is sinking in." Now, what if I told you that you could shift your entire mental state by changing just one word? Instead of saying, "I have to study," start saying, "I choose to study." It sounds deceptively simple, but its effect on your motivation is profound. Why? Because it changes your position. You are no longer the victim of an obligation. You are the protagonist of a decision. I choose to improve myself. I choose to get closer to my goals. I choose to conquer this challenge. Write these affirmations down and post them where you can see them. As you repeat them, your brain begins to believe them. This isn't magic. This is how you reprogram your mental operating system for intentional learning. A person who says, "I have to," lives in complaint. A person who says, "I choose to," lives in power. Secret 3: Visualize success. Study like a champion. Great athletes don't just train their bodies, they train their minds. What do they do before every competition? They vividly visualize their victory. You can apply this exact technique to supercharge your study focus and motivation. Before you begin, close your eyes for a few minutes. Imagine that you have already finished your study session. Feel the sense of relief, satisfaction, and pride. This image triggers the release of dopamine in your brain, the neurotransmitter of pleasure and motivation. Make it specific. Visualize yourself confidently submitting that essay. See yourself answering the questions on the exam with clarity. Picture your name on the acceptance list. When you do this, studying is no longer a tedious task. It becomes a concrete step toward a future you deeply desire. The more vivid and emotional the image, the more power it has to pull you through laziness and procrastination. Secret 4. The uncomfortable chair method. Trick your brain into focus mode. Have you ever decided to study on your bed only to find yourself scrolling through social media or taking a nap 10 minutes later? That's perfectly normal, because your brain associates every location with a specific habit. The bed is for rest. So when your body is in rest mode, your mind follows. This is where one of the most powerful study hacks comes into play, the uncomfortable chair method. It sounds strange, but the logic is solid. The idea is simple. Choose a place that your brain does not associate with comfort or leisure. A firm chair, a tidy desk, zero distractions. That space becomes your sacred study sanctuary. The goal is not to torture yourself, but to train your brain that when I sit here, it is time to focus. It's like programming a study mode into your mind. This habit becomes so powerful that simply sitting in that chair will automatically switch your brain into a state of high concentration. Secret 5. The Feynman technique. The art of learning by explaining. Imagine you have to explain how the nervous system works to an 8-year-old child. Could you do it? If you can't explain something in simple terms, you probably don't understand it deeply enough yourself. This is where the Feynman technique comes in. It involves studying a topic as if you were about to teach it to someone else using simple language examples and analogies. For instance, if you're studying history, instead of just repeating facts, try to tell the story as if it were a Netflix series. Give it characters, drama, and conflict. This technique forces you to actively engage with the material, turning learning from a passive process into a creative game. It activates multiple areas of your brain at once, helping you understand more deeply and remember for longer. You can do it out loud, record yourself, or even explain it to a pet. Do not underestimate the power of teaching to learn. Conclusion. You now have the most powerful psychological tools to transform your relationship with studying. The real question is, are you going to keep waiting for motivation to magically appear? Or are you going to actively train your brain to love learning? Effective studying isn't a myth. It's a combination of habits, strategy, and neuroscience. You are no longer a victim of laziness. You are now an architect of your own academic success. Start today. Pick one of these secrets and apply it. Let me know in the comments. Which secret will you apply first?